This is the Joey Jones Show, brought to you by Mugshots Grill and Bar.
And it is that time of year again, that time of the week. Joey Jones Show presented by Mugshots Grill and Bar on Airport Boulevard. Thanks so much for watching this morning. Pat Greenwood along with the head coach Joey Jones preparing for a home game tonight against Louisiana Monroe. And Coach, let's talk about this week of preparation. How has it been?
It's been good. The kids come to work like they always do. One thing I want to commend our players and our staff on is, you know, even though we've been through some tough losses and one-point losses and that type of thing, our guys really come to work every day. And to me, that says a lot about the character of our players and our staff, and they really they care about what's happening, and they really want to make it work. And I think when you come to work that way, it shows a lot. They have a lot inside of them.
Right.
Because you know, if we just go based off scoreboards, then obviously it could be tough, you know. And they're basing everything off the fact that we want to make this program better and do all we can to make it happen.
Absolutely. Well, let's take you to Annapolis, Maryland, show you what happened last week as the Jags played at Navy. And I want to talk about the helmets, Coach. That was kind of cool. Tell us about that. How that came about.
Well, Mark Hughes came to me. I don't actually know whose idea it was. Mark Hughes came to me and said they wanted to put the kind of the stars and stripes involved in the Jags on the helmet. I thought it was a great idea. You know, because we're going up there and we're playing in front of all those cadets, and it was a great atmosphere up in that stadium. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. That's a 4th and 3 at the 30. How about Ross Matheny getting loose on the left side? Nice pick of 14 yards, and then he finds Shavarius Smith, corner of the end zone. We have our first lead of the day, up 7-3 as we hit the end of the first quarter. They go up 10-7. We counter with an 11-play, 71-yard drive. Ross finding Jay Jones for a nice 7-yard pickup. And then another strike to Shavarius Smith, this one for 22 yards. We're back up 14-10. He had a heck of a game, didn't he?
Really did. And he's a great receiver, been a great asset to our team this year.
Absolutely. And nice to have a lead up in second quarter up in Navy. Now, Pat Moore, a nice defensive stop here, but they would go 51 yards in 5 plays. They took the lead at that point. Now, Shavarius, another catch right here after this nice defensive stop. Shavarius, again, 65 yards on the evening. He has turned into such a good weapon for South Alabama. Start of the third, we're down just 3. Jesse Kelly in on the stop there, but they make a touchdown, make it a 10-point game. And defense doing their best to hang in after the offense had a couple of 3-and-outs. Alex Page, Desmond Lavelle making the stop right there. Now, 5 minutes to go in the quarter. We get the offense moving. 4th and 4 at our 35. Tell us about the fake punt. I like it.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've had that in plan, and of course we called it a couple times early in the game. They were in a front that we couldn't run it against, and so we had a good chance to do it right there and got it.
And we would convert on a couple of 4th down conversions there. There's Kendall Houston taking it down inside the 2. But on 4th down, he gets stonewalled here. We're not able to punch it in. Maybe tacking on a couple more at the end of the ball game makes it 42-14 your final score. And I think that offensive possession was pretty important. You make that a 27-21 game, who knows what could have happened.
That's right. We certainly driving down there, we felt like we score right there. And we put a little pressure on them. We're behind by 6 points in the 4th quarter that maybe we could get a fumble or interception or something to change the game. We drive down, score, win, but it didn't happen. We didn't make it happen down there on 4th and 1, and that's not good. And so we got to find a way to make that play for sure.
And that defense, or that offense for us defensively, that offense is tough to stop. And luckily we don't face anybody like that again. But I mean, how do you try and slow that thing down?
I don't know. I don't know who has an answer to stop them. You look at all the teams that have played them. You know, they take Notre Dame down to the wire. They beat Pittsburgh. The only team that stopped them early in the year was Western Kentucky, but their quarterback was out of the game. He was injured. He makes that thing go because he can run and throw. If you had a quarterback that couldn't throw, then you could put everybody up in the box and try to stop that stuff. But when they can run and throw, it makes it very difficult.
So for us, 3 games to go, all 3 in conference play, and we got a whole lot to play for, don't we?
Really do, and we still got a chance to get in the bowl, and that's out there. But you know, I want to concentrate on the fact that I want to go out and get better every day, and that's one thing our kids are doing. And if they approach it that way, the good things are going to happen. And you know, we got to have some fun through this. I mean, it's not just all about what all the results are. And there's no doubt we want to win, and we're doing all we can to win. But we got to prepare and have our minds right and prepare every day and practice to get better.
Well, I'll tell you what, a win over Louisiana Monroe would be a great start tonight. So we'll talk about what Monroe brings to the field coming up in just a couple of minutes. But as we head to break, let's do a little South Alabama trivia, as we always do at this time. How many tackles is Enrique Williams averaging per game? Had another great game the other night. We'll talk about it when we get back on the Joey Jones Show.